Hello again, everyone. This is American Idioms, Part 26. This is the 26th video in my American Idioms series, and like the others, I will present 5 idioms to you, numbered 126 to 130. But first, I'll give you the chance to guess their meanings. Then I'll explain their meanings to you by using additional examples to help you to understand them better. So, are you ready? Okay, here we go. Number 126. Pick one's brain. And the example is, I spent all night at my father's house picking his brain about which car I should buy based on his experience. Can you guess the meaning? The answer here is B, to ask someone questions in order to obtain detailed information about something. And in our example, this is what the person did when he went to his father's house. He was asking him questions about a car. He was picking his father's brain. All right? And here's another example. I've started cooking recently, but this was only after I had picked my wife's brain about it. In this case, the person started to cook. They didn't know too much about it, so they picked their wife's brain. They asked her many questions about it. All right, number 127, up one's alley. And the example is, I'm sure my Uncle Rocky can fix my computer because electronic things are right up his alley. Can you guess the meaning? And the answer here is A, something that is within someone's skill set or what someone is capable of doing because they're good at it. And that's what our example is talking about. The person's uncle was good at electronic things. It was in his skill set to fix things or work with them. So that's why it was right up his alley. That's how we use it. Something that's up someone's alley. Here's another example. Jacob should do well on his math final because mathematics have always been up his alley. In this case, mathematics is up Jacob's alley. He has the skill set. He has the skills. So he will probably do well on his math final. All right? So if something is up your alley or up someone's alley, they are good at it or they have a really good skill set. Okay, number 128, a blessing in disguise. And the example is, getting laid off from work for 2 weeks was a blessing in disguise for Alan because during that time, he was able to paint his house. Can you guess the meaning? Did you guess C, a positive outcome after an unfortunate event or situation? If you did, you are correct, and that's what a blessing in disguise means. It's a disguise because you don't know at the time that it's a good thing when something bad happens. Like in our example, the person Alan got laid off from his job. It's usually a unfortunate situation when this happens, but because he was laid off, he was able to paint his house. So it was a good thing. So it was a blessing in disguise. Here's another example. My friend John was in a bad car accident and was in the hospital for 2 months. But it was a blessing in disguise because he met a nurse while he was there, and later he married her. In this case, the unfortunate situation was the car accident, and John was in the hospital. But while he was in there, he met a nurse who became his wife. So it was a blessing in disguise. Okay, here's number 129. Paint oneself into a corner. And the example is, Lori painted herself into a corner by waiting until the last minute to write her admissions essay for university. Can you guess the meaning? The answer here is B, to create a situation for oneself with few favorable options. And that's what Lori did here. She left herself in a position where she had to quickly write her essay for university. Okay, maybe she had time to do it before, but she just didn't do it. And then she waited until the last minute and then did it. So she actually made this situation worse than it was before. So she created a situation that had few favorable options, right? Her only option was to write it quickly. Here's another example. Alex painted himself into a corner by spending too much money on his recent vacation. Now he will have trouble buying Christmas gifts this year. This example shows another situation where the person created a situation where there were few options or few favorable options. Because Alex spent too much money when he was on vacation, now he's going to have a problem or trouble buying Christmas gifts. So by spending too much on vacation, he painted himself into a corner. All right, here's the final idiom, number 130. The best of both worlds. And the example is, by working at home, Judy has the best of both worlds. She is able to make money and take care of her family. Can you guess the meaning? The answer here is B, to have a situation wherein one can enjoy two different opportunities. And that's what our example is talking about. Judy's working at home. Well, she is able to enjoy two different opportunities. One is to make money, and the other is to take care of her family because she's home. That's what having the best of both worlds means. Here's another example. My friend Mark enjoys the best of both worlds by working construction because he gets paid a lot of money and his work keeps him in top physical condition. So we have a similar situation in this example where this person's friend Mark enjoys making a lot of money and staying in top shape or in top physical condition because of his job. Got it? So Mark has the best of both worlds. That's all for this video. Thanks again for subscribing, everyone. And please share this video if you get a chance. And do one more thing. Keep practicing. See you next time.